Hi everyone, my name is Melanie Grace. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 tips on how you can engage more with luxury consumers on Instagram. Now, it's so important to have a really great plan for Instagram, whether that be with the content, the type of people you're engaging with. And as a luxury brand, you really want to make sure that everything's on message, looking and of a great quality, and you're doing and implementing these 5 tips so you can become far more successful. Now, my first tip is make sure that you incorporate luxury events. This is a great way to increase brand positioning and to make sure you're associated with really high class events that reflect positively on your brand. So for example, I incorporate angel promotions, and a great way we do this is we post about Monaco Yacht Show. So is this not only a great luxury event, but we're also positioning ourselves to work at the show, tagging the show, and showing that our location is there. Another great example of this is the Mayfair Shoe Company. For example, they have really nice loafers that have tennis balls on, and they tell gentlemen, the best shoes they can wear by featuring, this, incorporating it with, say, Wimbledon tennis. By featuring Wimbledon tennis, they can make sure that they're, doing 2-in-1, showing gentlemen how to dress, and it just strengthens your brand by showing that you're associated with this type of event. So, have a think of what 10 to 15 events every year you can feature. Try and feature it, either 2 weeks before or the week the event is on, and try and engage and interact with people that are attending, and that will really help position your brand in the best way. My tip number 2 is make sure that you're really focused on color flow. Color flow is something that can be easily overlooked, so you need to make sure that if you want to have, be focusing on bright images, you want to incorporate filters, you want to say do black and white, whatever your theme be, make sure that you stick to it. A really great way you can kind of plan for this is there is an app called Planoly. That is the Planoly app, and what that allows to do is allows you to see images before you've actually posted them on your Instagram feed, so you can make sure that you planned in advance and everything looks on brand. My third tip is make sure you plan wisely. You have to remember that Instagram images are 333, so you're going to be telling a story across those 3 different images, and you don't want everything to be the same or too similar and look too messy. So just consider this and make sure that everything's organized in style and you're not repeating anything, and you've got a really great campaign or a theme of the month that you're actually featuring. My 4th tip is content combination. Now, it is so important that you're not completely salesy, and a really great sum for this if you're a luxury brand is product, lifestyle imagery, and UGC, which is user-generated content. Now, by incorporating these different 3 tactics, you can make sure that you're not just pushing images out there and saying, buy my product today, this is the trousers, this is the top, this is the holiday. You're not just doing that. You really need to provide value, and the rule 80-20. Make sure you incorporate this, and if you're a luxury brand, even less than 20, you shouldn't even be trying to sell. You should just be raving about your heritage, your authenticity, sharing knowledge, facts, telling the story about your company. All these things really make it more appropriate for a luxury brand to do rather than be sales-like. And remember that sum, just to highlight, that was the product, lifestyle imagery, and UGC, which is user-generated content. Now, my 5th and final tip is make sure you incorporate emotion. Emotion and experience has never been so important as it is today. Luxury brands, you see, making sure that in-store experience is amazing, giving them people champagne. Brands are all about what kind of emotion do they want their product or service to impact and have on their consumer. And ways you can do this is making sure that your photos or your videos pull on a heartstring. They're either funny, serious. People feel something when they see them. You don't just want to look at an image, scroll straight past and just think, oh, I don't know what that was about. So really make sure what kind of emotion your product or service should have on individuals. For example, if you're selling a super yacht and it's a family vacation, what kind of funny moments could you highlight? Or if you're, kind of going into a luxury store, how does it feel to have that warm customer service, to have that feeling of connecting with that sales agent? And making it more of a long-term thing rather than just buying something that people do every day. So think about the emotions that are attached with those relationships and times with the family. So just to highlight over these tips, I hope you've all enjoyed them today. We've got luxury events, colour flow, plan wisely, content combination, and also incorporate emotion, which is a really big one. If you want any help with your social media and you're a luxury brand, check out vestigedigital.com. We specialize in social media management for luxury brands and would be more than happy to help. So I hope everyone's enjoyed these tips, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.